So in this video we're going to talk about 5 potential Legends Limited Zenkais for 2024. I highly doubt we're going to get 5. I think we're going to get maybe 3 or 4. But we're going to go over some options. I'm going to be also saying what I think they're going to Zenkai buff or what element as well as tag. I'm not going to get into too much detail about this. Let me know in the comments which Zenkai would you like to see personally, which is your preference. And yeah, let's go, shall we? Okay, so we started with the first one. I think it's pretty much obvious. 95% of people want this Zenkai. We've got the one with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now they just want this one. Now, things to note. His green card, still probably one of the better green cards in the game. Again, lock in, damage inflicted. You're good to go. And he goes type neutral on it, which is nice. So, oh, look at that art. That is just phenomenal. That is just... And this was in 2020. Was it 2020? 2021? Yeah, 2020. Damn, 3 years ago. This guy came out. It's wild when you think about it. Oh, why did I go out of that? Okay, but yeah, if we look at his Z ability. So, he buffs God Key, Movies, and Fusion Warrior. So that's interesting. Now you could throw Saiyans in here as well, because that is a possibility that he might Zenkai buff Saiyans. Now if I had to rule out one of these 3, I'm gonna rule out Fusion Warrior. Just because I don't think Gogeta has ever buffed Fusion Warrior in general. I know the Super Gogeta does buff Red Fusion, but I don't think Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta will buff Fusion. So I'm ruling that out. I'm leaning towards Movies more than God Key, because I think we do have quite a few yellow God Key ones. I think transforming Kaioken Goku, Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Is there another one? Yellow God Key? Okay, no, Evo doesn't. Evo is yellow Unirep, I believe, but I don't think they need it. I think Movies will probably get it. He features more on Movies than on God Key. So that's where I would lean towards him. By the way, I just realized I'm 1 copy away from getting him to 14 stars. That is actually wild. You know what, if I get another copy of him, I'm doing a video on it. Why not? So, so yeah, I'm going with yellow Sagas in the Movies. I think that's probably his best bet. I think he's going to be a menace. Because if you look at yellows, yellow God Key is UI Omen. So they fine. Movies is the Gammas, which are still decent. Still very good to this day. But I think he would replace them if he did get his Zenkai. And then yellow, what was the other one? Fusion is Super Vegeta, which is he's like okay. He's not like groundbreaking, but yeah. Okay, so that's one. This guy. I think this is probably the most obvious one for me, and that is yellow Future. I think Vegeta Trunks would benefit from it. He will not be a bench unit 100%. He will be in your core team. Just because of how well his plat did. His plat was phenomenal. And it made him rise up straight away. He became a tank. He did a little bit more damage, which was good. Just his overall utility within a match, great. The card destruction, great. We're good. He doesn't need anything more than that. He's not meant to be a major damage dealer. Eventually with his Zenkai, he might be a damage dealer. And then we're all screwed because that's just how it is. It's either Goku Ball Legends or Gohan Ball Legends. It's one of the two. That's just how it happens, alright? But yeah, in terms of his Z ability, I don't actually know what's his Z ability. So, Future, Hybrids. Ooh, the second one gives also oh wait, it gives both. Okay, so it could be any of them. Okay, but I'm going to lean towards Future. So, Yellow Future would be his Zenkai. I think that'll be a very solid option for this year. And also, Future hasn't gotten buffs in quite a while, since Cell, I believe. So, you never know. I wanted to say Purple Perfect Cell, but I also don't want to say... Okay, I think Broly. If Gogeta's going to get it, then Broly should get it. I feel like that... I think that's a fair trade. So, if we look at his kit, the only problem is, I don't think... It shouldn't be Saiyan. I'm not saying that now. He should not Zenkai buff Blue Saiyan. We have enough Blue Saiyan Zenkai buffs. Honestly, because we have Bardock, we have Namek Goku, and there's still Movies as well. We don't need those. Now, for him, he'll probably be Movies or Powerful Opponent. I'm leaning towards Powerful Opponent because of Janemba. Ultra Janemba, he could use it. Same thing with my next choice of Aleph, which you probably know by now. what it'll be if I'm linking it to this, to a Blue Legends Limited. But again, Sagas of the movies, powerful opponent. Again, his second ability is also powerful, Sagas of the movies. So I would lean towards... it's probably gonna just be Blue Saiyan. It's gonna be Blue Saiyan for him. I don't think he's gonna be as good of a Zenkai though. I don't know why. He's just in PvP when he came out, even any time after he came out, even after his plat, he just wasn't there. He just didn't appear as much in PvPs at all. So I'm gonna actually rule him out. I don't think he's gonna be a great Zenkai. I think he's gonna be like, let me think of a, like, I'll let Goten. I think he's gonna be like that. There's not gonna be anything to write home about. But okay. Then we move on to Kid Buu. This was the second blue powerful opponent potential. I think he's going to be a menace when he gets his Zenkai. They messed up with Red Kid Buu so much that they needed to bring out an Aleph for the character. And then luckily they did, and he was very usable. He was very good for a good amount of time. He is range type, which kind of sucks, but... So it's regen powerful opponent. That's his 2 tags. Again, Majin Buu Saga does not exist. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. You have a whole campaign for Majin Buu Saga, yet none of them buffed Majin Buu Saga. Just let that sink in. The only one that actually buffed Majin Buu Saga was Poi Poi, now that I think of it. But yeah, this is what I would be leading towards. It's probably going to be blue powerful opponent as well. I don't think it'll be blue regen, because blue regen is Lord Slug, if I am correct. Does he have a swipe screen? No, he doesn't have a swipe screen. Oh, that's disappointing. Let me just stand up real quick. Sorry, it's again hot. It's very hot here. Okay, so that's what I would lean towards him. I think the fact that he used to be the Vanishing Beast was saying something, because again, passive play, that's what this Kid Buu was, but also counter-offensive, the counter-attacking capabilities. If he got a little bit more damage, he is blast-based, so obviously you have a little less to play with, but you know what, he's pretty decent. I think he'll be a decent Zenkai. And then I need one more option. You know what, I'm gonna throw in a curveball. Like I said, I could have taken Sal, I could have taken Cooler for all we know. But I'm going with this guy. I'm going with this guy, the menace of the future. Now, the only time I think he should get a Zenkai is when Ultra Vegeta Blue has fallen off. Somehow, that's already a problem, by the way, because I don't think Ultra Vegeta Blue is gonna fall off that much. I really don't. Literally, he's just gone back into the top 5 in the game because of UI Omen. Any yellow that's gonna release, it's gonna bring him back. And again, when you look at Future, you could easily run a red purple setup because of the bench options that you have that do buff both blue and purple. Red and purple, my apologies. I don't think I would like him to Zenkai buff Red Future, but I don't think he's going to buff Red Future because Red Rosé buffs Red PO. So I think he's probably gonna do the same, Red PO. I should actually check. The purple Zamasu, I'm not 100% sure. I think he buffs God Key. But this could give a good idea of what it might be. But again, I want it to be Future, but I don't think it's gonna be Future. I think he's God Key. Yeah, he's God Key. So it's probably gonna be either God Key or Powerful Opponent. I feel like I'm leaning more towards Powerful Opponent, which is gonna be disappointing for me because then I'm just not gonna run him. So yeah, I would be disappointed at that. But you know what? I think it'll be a solid Zenkai. I think when he first dropped, it was like meh. He was a little better than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but you know, it is what it is. Let me know in the comments which Zenkai would you like to see in the game. Again, let me know. I'm curious to know. Wow, geez, okay, that was just out of nowhere. Hello. I know there are other options as well. You know, like Revival Gohan, a Purple Perfect Cell. Do I want to say androids? Do I really want to say androids? I feel like we're only gonna get one Aleph Zenkai before anniversary, which would make perfect sense. It like gives them a chance to catch up on Alephs and whatnot. So, but yeah, hopefully you found this video interesting. Look, I don't get into full details with these sorts of things. I don't like these videos being very long, so I'll see you guys in the next video. I'd appreciate it if you can drop a like on the video, and I will see you next time. Safe.